Hey, so my name is Corey Campbell, and I'm a sales engineer at AirWatch. Anybody familiar with AirWatch? A little bit? Okay. Great. Well, good. So this will be very informational then. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the company. We are actually based out of Atlanta, Georgia. We are somewhere between 1,600 and 1,800 employees today. Just to give you a little picture into how fast we scaled up, I started the company almost 3 years ago, and we were about 200 to 300 employees, probably around 250 at the time. So really rapid growth, especially in the last year and a half. We are in 150 different countries. We have clients in 150 different countries, and our software has been translated to at least 16 different languages and growing. We also have 10 global offices, and I'll tell you here in a second where those are. So what we do is mobile device management. So not just kind of, or at least initially that started off as kind of your basic being able to remotely lock a device, remotely wipe a device, require a passcode, push down email settings, push down VPN, Wi-Fi, things like that. And then we branched out very quickly into doing other types of management. So managing of the apps on the device. So we have an SDK and an app wrapper that you can use with your applications to provide some additional layer of security, encryption, authentication into the app, jailbreak root detection. We also have a secure content locker application. This can tie into a SharePoint, a network share, OneDrive, Google Drive, and allow you to have an encrypted container on the device that your end users can view videos, audio files, documents, edit, annotate, collaborate, send it to users within the company, even send out to users outside of the company in a secure fashion where there's a secure link that requires a passcode or has a limit on the number of downloads or even has an expiration time. So that link is only available for the next 8 hours or whatever it may be. We also do email, so not only being able to push down email settings to the native mail client on the device, we also have our own mail client. We can encrypt attachments on the native mail client or our own and ensure that it opens up in that secure content locker so it still stays within that secure ecosystem on the device, as well as being able to set rules around who has access to ActiveSync. So you have to be enrolled in AirWatch in order to get access to mail, or you need to be encrypted, or you need to have a passcode, or you can't be jailbroken or rooted. So very securely be able to say only these types of devices and only these users can get access to ActiveSync. And even having a list and being able to see what those devices are that are trying to connect and which ones are blocked and which ones are allowed. We also have our own browser that you can use to do kind of a basic blacklisting and whitelisting of domains to kind of control browsing functions, as well as allowing for intranet browsing. So being able to hit a resource, an intranet site on your network without requiring full-on VPN of the device. So kind of that per-app VPN type functionality. And then we also have the concept of the workspace. So, everything that we've been talking about, you talk about kind of a full MDM, usually think about controlling the device, right? You can GPS if you want, you can do a full factory reset, you can see a list of all the applications, not only the ones that are pushed out by AirWatch. The workspace is more of our BYOD type solution. So you control the container and you don't control the personal aspects of the device. So you can't see what other applications are there other than the ones that AirWatch has pushed out. You can't GPS the device. You can't do a full factory reset, but you can always remove access to that container anytime you need to. So you're still getting that security and you're still ensuring to your end users that, hey, we're not going to touch the personal side of your device. We just want to make sure the corporate data is secure. So, you think about mobile devices, you kind of start out thinking of your basic BlackBerry, iOS, Android, and we really kind of branched out from there. And we do, tablet management, we do laptops, so WinPC, Mac management, ruggedized Windows mobile devices, ruggedized Android devices, even some wearables and peripherals, and even some machine-to-machine management. We're kind of across the board on platforms. As I said, Android, iOS, BlackBerry, Windows Phone 8, Windows Mobile, Windows 8.1, Symbian. So really any kind of mobile OS out there we strive to manage. as well as a lot of different use cases. So the nice thing about MDM is it's not a niche player in the sense that it doesn't only fit into one organization or one vertical, right? We have a lot of clients across the world as far as airlines, healthcare, retailers, hospitality. So we get a lot of different use cases. So not only just your corporate users, not only just your BYOD or line of business devices, we also do things like shared devices, so check in, check out. So a nurse starts his or her shift, they pick up an iPad, check it out, they get email, content, applications that's specific to their user. Once they're done with their shift, they check it in, all that stuff is wiped until the next user comes in and picks up that device, right? So a lot of different use cases that we support in our system. Just to give you an idea of our customers, we've got 3 of the 4 top global airlines in the world. Actually, our secure content locker, we developed for one of our airline clients so that they could push out flight manuals to their pilots and not have to require them to carry around those big, luggage bags that has the manuals. They just give them an iPad, they have the flight manuals, and that actually saved them a lot of money on gas because the plane's lighter, because the pilots don't have these bags. We've got 9 of the top 10 retailers, a lot of companies that usually don't like to pick the same solution, kind of that Hatfield and McCoy, so the Lowe's and the Home Depots and those of the world. So we have a lot of big clients, a lot of clients in a lot of different verticals, very secure. We've got a lot of government clients as well. So really a lot of the different use cases out there, we've been able to handle with our system. So as I said, we have 10 global offices. What that means is 24/7 follow the sun support. So whether that's your IT department having to call into our support to ask some questions, find out some information, whether that there is a bug or requirement that you guys need worked on, that's 24/7 development. Our R&D department is about 550 people strong today. That's bigger than the size of our largest competitor's entire company. So what that means is we have the resources, especially now that we've just been recently purchased by VMware, to be able to innovate nimbly and kind of develop on your behalf, right? So we are definitely first to market when it comes to new features and supporting new features. Things like iOS 7 comes out, has fingerprint unlock. We could disable that feature day one so that all our clients were still secure even though their mobile devices are updating, because you need a company that can keep up with the rapid development of mobile OSs. We've got global data centers. So we've got a lot of clients that are in countries with government regulations that their data can't live on data centers outside of the country, right? So we can definitely support that type of solution, as well as being able to do things like, maybe headquarters is in the US, your software runs on the US data center, but you're managing devices globally. So you may want to have local nodes. So if you're pushing out content video files, instead of all those documents connecting back into the US, they can connect to the server that's closest to them. Save time on latency and things like that. We also offer not only a cloud solution, but we have an on-premise solution as well. Same code base, same features and functionality, so there's no difference. It's just a matter of what fits best for your company, either in the cloud or on-premise. So as I said, we were just recently acquired by VMware, and VMware has been in the end-user computing space for some time now, and they've really kind of done a lot in that kind of virtual workspace area. So being able to manage that virtual workspace on the desktop. And what we see is, we talk to a lot of clients, and you look at managing your desktops, right? You may have a solution for managing your desktops. You look at managing your mobile devices, you have a solution for that. You look at managing your data, identity management, SAML, things like that, and also social management. And what it usually looks like is you've got a different vendor for each of these different things that you're trying to manage. What we've really done and what our vision is with VMware is to be just one solution, one single pane of glass that you get to manage all these different things.